Victor. I'm here with a new Ask Victor video. So this is a video where I answer the questions that the people put in the comments on the Ask Victor of the month before. Okay, so how this works, about in the middle of every month, around the 15th, okay, can be 14th, can be 16th, I will do this type of video. So this I think this time will come the 15th, it depends on the videos I'm doing and the work. Okay, so where I answer questions that you have left in the same video of the previous month. Okay, so if you want next month I do the same video, I will need questions on the comments of this video, and then I will answer then middle of October. Okay, middle is quite loosey and it will depend. So for example, if the 15th is Monday, for sure I will not do it because Monday I put the weekly painting. Okay, if I have another thing that I want to do or it's more urgent, I most likely move it, but it's going to be between the 13th and the 17th, to say in a way. Okay, so now I'm going to answer the questions that people have done me in August, and I also like to read the different comments. So the first comment is from Bokdor. It's not really a question, it's just a comment. So, this video concept is great. I'm very surprised more people don't seek your wisdom. So thanks a lot. I think there is a lot of interesting channels out there, but I'm glad that you like what I say. I like that you find this interesting, and I hope you keep enjoying for a long time in this channel. So thanks a lot. Next is a question is from Roderick Pommier, and said, what brushes do you use and how long have you been painting? Okay, brushes I'm using, the ones I use the most are these. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be visible. These are the Artificer from Games Workshop, from Citadel Games Workshop. I like them a lot. They are very durable, and I treat them very bad. Okay, so they are really durable, and I'm very happy, and I think I will buy more of them. Okay, so especially for the big ones I have more problems. Okay, for the small ones I think they are durable. The big ones, because I treat them quite badly, they go more as a small, more for dry brushing. Okay, and the other ones I start using are the Opus. So I bought one of these boxes of Opus because I wanted to test them. Okay, and I'm quite happy. Okay, I'm quite happy. But I try not to use them, for example, with contrast, and they have very thin paint, very thin. I may do a review on these ones. Okay, I think I will do. I think they deserve to dedicate a video on them. So, if you think it's interesting, I can do a small review, an opinion on the Opus brushes. But so far, so good. And how long I've been painting? So I started painting when I was 17, and now I'm 44. So 24 years, 27 years, sorry, 27, I have to learn to count as well. 27 years painting. Okay, I start when Warhammer 40k second edition was launched, more or less, and I started painting Chaos, and when I started there was very little on Chaos 40k, so I was having Chaos with the square basis on Warhammer 40,000 at the beginning. So yeah, and for me there were some moments that were revolution, and especially when the washes from Games Workshop were launched. I will make maybe a video on my path in the painting, talking about what are the step changes and the products that I really like it over the time and I keep using. So maybe I should do a video. Let me know in the comments below, is this something that can be interesting for you? But I think it can come from another video. So yeah, I keep using I tried other brands, I tried and I always end up again on the Artificer brushes from Games Workshop. In the past I was using as well the Citadel brushes. I don't know why, but are the ones that they last the longer to me, and they do quite a nice job. Okay, the ones I've been using them maybe for more than 1 year now. They are really damaged, very damaged, because I use them daily and I use even the small brights, the tail brights I use for big surfaces, so they are really very used. Okay, so if they last, and before I was buying brushes every 2 months, now I'm buying every 6 months more or less, so they are lasting 3 times more what I was used. I'm very happy with them, and I think I will buy them again, because the Opus are nice, but I'm so used to these ones that I really like how they work. Next one is from AFI. I have here some questions. Do you play or like Warhammer Underworlds? I'm excited about the Moggoth Crushers. Okay, I'm painting all the bands from 4th season. Let me just turn the camera, because this is what I've been playing at home recently. Okay, so here, I guess this is answering your question. I love Warhammer Underworlds. I find that is the game I like the most after Warhammer 40,000. So I still enjoy a lot Warhammer 40,000. I would say it's my core game, but I really enjoying the small and fast games of Warhammer Underworlds. I really enjoy it, I like it, and if I have to decide, first will be 40,000, second will be Warhammer Underworlds at this moment. I'm buying I have all the warbands, and the other thing I enjoy painting. You will see this on the channel. Here the light is terrible, but you will see I have all of them. I'm also enjoying painting the ladies. So you will see them soon in the channel, and I will do a close-up of season 4 with all the painted miniatures. So thumbs up for Warhammer Underworlds. I really like it, and I'm really enjoying painting them. And if you follow my channel, you will see that there will be tutorials on all the warbands. I just did the ones on the Ogre. I have done the tutorial on her, like the lady from the Nurgle. I'm now doing a tutorial on the Blight King. Okay, the guy that comes in with the Nurgle. So you will see better tutorials, and then I will do a tutorial on how I'm doing the Crushers. Okay. But I experimented a lot, so I did a red armor, a metallized or red armor. So it's a little bit of experiment. I think it's nice how it looks like, but it's quite different from the official color scheme. Then we have more questions here. Did you ever feel get stuck using the same colors too often? I do. How do you break out of the habit? Yes. I have this feeling from time to time. Okay. For example, I use very little oranges. My color schemes don't go to oranges. It's difficult to put orange. What I do is I force to find a warband army that is, and then I took this color that I have not been using as a core. 2 colors that I use very little: yellow. And now I'm going to paint some Escher where I have yellow as the driving color, so I have the new Eschers. Okay, I love the Eschers, so this is why. The other color I was not using too much is orange, so I put I did the Genestealer Cult to use orange. I have tendency, I like a lot the cream colors, black and red. Okay. So I have I was using a lot of maybe reds. I like a lot using reds and black, and I have a tendency for reds and that's all. But okay, yeah, here maybe I missed the opportunity. I should have painted them in yellow, but I decided to go for a red. So you see, I have some preferred colors, and it was because I wanted to experiment. So maybe I should use yellow in one of the future warbands. I don't know. Good point. So yes, sometimes I have this feeling. So the way to break the feeling that I'm always using the same colors is to paint something completely different. Of course, I also like to go for natural colors, like I did for the Nurgle. I try to just make the armors in metals and just use the queens on their clothes. So yeah, maybe I should make use of yellow when I'm doing this guy. I still have some Bretonnians to paint. Okay, so yeah, my way to force to use a different color is to paint something from a different army. And if you have the luck that you're painting an army like Bretonnian, it's yeah, I force to use all the different colors, right? Although Bretonnia, I try to, first of all, when I choose an army, I try to fix my palette to around to 2 colors, 1 or 2 colors, right? For example, my Genestealer code was orange and a light brown that to use in the armor, so my computer just stopped. Then I don't know, the Sisters of Battle is cream for the armor and blue for the clothes, and then some details in red. I don't want to put more colors. And I try to lock the colors, and sometimes it's causing that I'm always using the same colors. But when I do this first thinking, I try also to think which armies I have, which colors I have used, and how I can use a different color. So the way I do is painting a warband, painting a small force, painting a kill team on a different color that I have not used before. I hope this is answering you. And how do you break? Yeah, I think this is the point. So yeah, I suggest if you're always painting the same army, try to paint something different from another game. And if you paint Warhammer Underworlds, try to use a different color in the next one. Okay, although for me on the fantasy miniatures I prefer to use more metallics and so on, so I tend to use I still don't see the orcs using a full yellow army. It's too much for me, so I can see it on the, for example, on the Stormcast Eternals that they paint the army, but I don't see the orcs painting too much the armor in yellow, but this is a personal opinion. Let's go to the next one. This one is the same. The next one is very nice chat. All the best, Gary. Thanks a lot, Gary. Thank you a lot for the comment. And we know to Bogdor 1. What are your thoughts on the Marines getting 2 wounds? Well, what are my thoughts on the escalate on Warhammer 40,000? Right? Marines 2 wounds, the weapons completely increase in force. It's not just Marines 2 wounds. It's all the chaos. Marines is. I think it makes sense from my point of view. Okay. I think primaries and normal Marines should have the same number of wounds, and maybe you can add 1 point more toughness to the primaries. So I don't know if they should have 2 wounds or all of them should have 1 wound, but as they prefer to go to the 2 wounds, at the end it's a matter of adjusting the points correctly and see if it's balanced, right? It's not. We have seen the Stormcast Eternals having 2 wounds from the beginning of the game, right? And they are not overpowered. It all depends on how much points they cost and how efficient they are. 2 wounds in Warhammer 40,000 are quite easy to kill at the end. So it's just an adjustment. I see that as an adjustment, and we need to adapt. It will bring a lot of changes on all the codexes, but I think it makes sense. And on top, the Space Marines should be more bulky and more resistant than an Imperial Guard. So for me, for background, it's making sense, right? From the gaming, if you put the right points and it can be balanced. I don't see something that will break. I did not thought too much, but yeah, and I have Space Marines and I have armies that are not Space Marines, so. I think it's good. I think the Space Marines should have 1 boom more than the others, and then they will be more expensive, so they go to more elite units. So let's see, because the number of miniatures is also important, and I have to say 2 miniatures of 1 wound are more durable than 1 miniature of 2 in Warhammer 40,000, because there are a lot of weapons of multiple wounds, and it's easier to kill 2 minis with 1 wound than 1 mini with 2. Okay, it's different than Age of Sigmar that you have a bleed of wounds between the miniatures. It's not the case in 40,000, so the numbers are still in favor of having more minis with less wounds each, if the total of wounds is the same. Let's go to the next one. Dave Dodge. do you feel a sense of disappointment when when Blue Ball 2020 was announced? It invalidated the Spike magazines for Blue Ball 2016 and all the team cards also from Blue Ball. Yeah, I can understand. Okay, I think it's the first time in Blue Ball, and especially in that they do a revamp like that, like a new edition where they change the core rules, and now the previous core rules are not useful anymore. In Necromunda we have seen something not that radical but similar. No, they have the House of Chains, the House of Blades is the last one. Still, sorry, what is the House of Blades? The one from the Asher? I don't remember. Well, all these are invalidated in the previous books, right? As well. But yeah, I understand, and they try to follow the same principle of Warhammer 40,000. Looking forward, if the new edition is going to be better or not than the previous one, they have split some abilities, so we are going to have agility and then pass ability, and we will have other. So, but it's a little bit disappointing, and I was hesitating if I wanted to buy or not the last Spike. At the end, I buy it because it's quite cheap, and I still like the background and all the stories around the Spike. Okay. I'm not sure if I will start buying again the Spikes on the new edition. I'm not sure if I will jump into the new Blood Bowl edition. Most likely yes, but I'm not fully convinced yet. Okay, all depends how it's my cash flow and how much money I have at the moment. Because this year has been quite expensive, right, with the relaunch of Warhammer 40,000. And I'm not playing Blue Ball recently because I don't have players around. Or the players that the people that can play Blue Ball are playing other games, and I end up playing other games. So I'm not sure, but a little bit disappointed that we cannot reduce the Spike. I can understand on the way that they are improving the rules, so I hope this improves the game and this improves the rules. If not, it's going to be a disappointment for nothing. Then we go to the last question that I already answered on a video. So this is from Y. Ebenholz, or Wie Ebenholz. I don't know how this is pronounced. It's a German name. Hey Victor, if you could create your own Underworlds warband and add it to the next season, what warband will it be? Which characteristics, units, who will lead? Who would their playstyle be? So you can completely invent it from scratch if you wanted. So I really did a video on that, okay, because he was asking me if I can do it on a video. I think he sent me a message. Okay, I don't see here, but and if you want to see my answer is in a video that I just released a couple of days before. But in principle, what I was suggesting is to use using the Cities of Sigmar. I would like to see a group of adventurers, right? Warhammer, like the one from Warhammer Quest. One elf, one dwarf, one human, and one wizard. Okay? The typical, I will say, like the typical adventurers of the classic role playing adventure, right? So we had the barbarian, and the barbarian can be the leader maybe, or the wizard. You can put it's up to, or maybe it can be a warband. It can be the first warband when you decide the leader at the beginning of the battle. Okay, the dwarf, and the elf. And if you want to know more details on how I was thinking this, it's in the video, so it makes no sense to repeat everything here. So and that's all. That's all for now. These are all the questions, and I want to thank all the people that have done the questions. I also want to thank all the people supporting me in Patreon. This is really appreciated, the people that are supporting me on Patreon. It's helping me also to bring more things to the channel, to keep trying to, well, for example, when I had to buy the new camera, because all the money is helping me, and also to buy more material that I can bring to the channel. So I want to thank all the people that is supporting the channel by watching, commenting, liking, and especially the people supporting me in Patreon. It's really appreciated. And again, if you enjoy these videos and you like my answers, please leave your questions in the comments below, and very gladly I will answer them next month. That's all for now. As usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.